Happy New Year, Star Wars and GA fans. Hey, it's Mort at Fort Mort. So today I'm starting to do some new things. I added in some Slo Mos on some of the kills, not all of them, just a few that were really cool, really original. You don't get to see those in game, so it's really unique. So right here I'm going over real quick. My opponent, Darman, looks like he's mostly offensive, a little bit of defense. He does a few undersized squads, although I don't think he had anything he could use against me. This was an easy matchup for me. It may not look like it on paper, but it was really simple, which I'll show you when we get to the map. I'm showing here, I'm a mixture of offense and defense. I've got a lot of defense. I play to my opponent. All right, so you'll see right here, I had the Bossk up front. I also experimented with the trooper in there, a short trooper, because he heals himself. And then this odd squad right here with Luminara and the two droids ended up holding two battles. Then my bugs going in, I knew I had a 95% shot he couldn't take them down. So I guarded the rear with that, just in case I put some offense up front or defense there as well to try to defend against it. I put a bunch of garbage in the back with one last ditch effort to defend just in case, because I could afford it. Then back here I put my best ships, which I'm pretty sure he couldn't handle, but the last two times I thought that as well. Alright, here's his defense. We're looking at the heavy 60,000 Palp team with Rex on there. Or, sorry, 5s. Don't know what the thoughts was there except for maybe a tank. That didn't work out real well. And then Bossk, who in 3v3 is an absolute monster. He cost me my first loss in GA 2 GAs ago. Alright, and then the rest of them are bounty hunters. Then we go down to the bottom, which is where I'm going to start. And he was kind of theory crafting, I think. He put Ben on the lead position. He put Daka, which Daka's not a bad play because she gives health and protection. And then, of course, Bastilla with Mace. And let's see what else we got here. Then my goal here is to get to the back on the bottom. I mean, I've pretty much already won this unless he's toying with me, which I don't think he is. So like I said, he can't get through the bugs. All right, here we go. You guys will notice up top, I put mine on the left and his on the right. Kind of show you what the matchup looks like. And you can also look at the gear if you pause it and see what that looks like, in case you're looking for your future battles, if it'll work or not. So this was a pretty simple win. My CLS was a little bit OP compared to them. Here's one of the first Slo Mos. All right, this one's got a Slo Mo as well when he goes in to kill Ezra. Like I said before, I recommend Nest. He can solo so many teams, and in 3v3, even more so. You can take on bugs to a certain extent once they get so large, or if spies in there, you got to be real careful, because if he gets in there at the right shot, he can take them out. I was actually surprised here, Bastilla, which you guys won't see it because I edited it out, I believe. There's the Slo Mo. That's a good one of my favorites. She actually hit me with her stun and knocked me down to about half life. Of course, I recovered it pretty quickly. There he is. Okay, I thought I edited it out. So we'll let this wrap up right here. Like I said, watch for the Slo Mos, guys. One of my favorite ones now was Ahsoka Tano, but now I got one in this video from Padme. Oh my god, it's awesome. I think you guys are going to kick out of it. Alright, it's this fight right here. So when she goes to kill Luke Skywalker, you'll see it come through. This fight at first, I didn't put her protection up. I didn't think I needed. Then I was getting a little worried. Figured I'd try to stun first, and it failed. Alright, this should be it right about here. As soon as that taunt comes off. Here we go. Karate chop. Isn't that awesome? Alright, so I'm going to make that part of my staple, putting the Slo Mos in these videos. Also, like I said, putting up in the upper left and right hand corner the team compositions and makeups. And obviously, I can't show you guys the exact mods and everything that I got on there. That'd be quite the hassle. But here's another odd matchup. I was a little concerned going in with it, but because my guys were G12, I figured I could handle it. I knew the B2 droid would go down, but I really wasn't concerned about it. Instead, I wasn't concerned with banners. I probably would have taken a different team, but because I'm experimenting, I wanted to see how they'd handle, and they did pretty well. Especially once I got Count Dooku down. All right. You guys may notice too that I've got these running at about 175% to respect your time. Alright, my goal here was to take out Thrawn. Obviously, he started getting a little protection up. Just getting a little concerned right there, but we took him out. Because if that taunt goes up on Ren, even though he's a pretty weak Ren can be a real headache. Here's another Slo Mo. Annie taking him out. Okay, and then the I should say that again. The Nute team coming in against Jin and her class of Rogue One. This did not start out real well. I was real concerned. You can see I'm losing life pretty quickly. But when Nute went down, at this point, I had execution up. And we started to gain a little bit of buffs. There's the shot right there, and we started to get our turn meter. They went first, which I didn't expect. I forgot that Asajj is naturally really slow, and I really didn't speed her up because with the Night Sister team, I don't necessarily need her fast. I put my mods elsewhere because they do have 3 revives. As you see, that turned around really quickly. I went from having all my guys down to about 80% to winning that match. Nute is just so dangerous. This was a no-brainer. I mean, you can see the GP was the same, about 46,000, but these guys absolutely tore them apart. It was a no contest. Easy win. 53 banners. Alright, so that's the back. We cleared that pretty quickly. Now we're going to go to the front. We've already got this one, but I'm going to go ahead and go in there, take my Jedi Knight Revan and Yoda, take out this Palp team. I'll mark Palp first. That's the no-brainer for me. Slo Mo. Fine job, Yoda. Alright, here then I'll go and take out 5s. He's got the taunt up anyway. Work him down. Not too worried about Vader. Plus I've got my revive left. Plus Jolie revives. I said it's just grinding him down, so it was another pretty simple win. They didn't have a whole lot of synergy. They just had Palp and Vader. 5s is just in there, I guess, as a tank, I'm assuming. But he wasn't fast enough to put a taunt up to save Palp. Plus the mark isn't going to help him. Another reason why I took Jedi Knight Revan on that one. Alright, the bounty hunters. These guys are pretty much cakewalk. Palp comes in. Here's a Slo Mo of the Culling Blade. 33,000 hit. And we'll quickly take out IG-88. And then finish off Dengar. He's always tough. His resistance and his armor is pretty good for a non-tank. Alright, another easy win. And the last one, and the one I, of course, had a little bit of concern about, and that's why I saved my first order for the stuns on Bossk. We'll take out Cad right there. And this is another Slo Mo, which you'll notice too, I used execution right here. I used it because knowing that I could use it one more time and finish him in one rotation. Smart play. Sometimes I make good ones, sometimes I make bad ones, but that was a smart play. Alright, so here we'll just finish off Bossk. Pretty much when he's by himself, it ain't too difficult. Tore him down. Alright, moving on to the rear side. Going to the ships. He had a pretty stacked GP, but as for synergy, it wasn't there. So this was another simple win for me. This is my Geo/Rebel squad. My Geos typically take out Bossk, but he's a 2-star maxed out Bossk ship. So it took a little bit extra to get him out, but once I did, this fight was over. The other reason I like the Geos is the Geos synergize really well. And if something happens where it doesn't work out, then my Rebels come in right behind them. And you get those multiple attacks and assists. So it may look like a loss, and then we turn around and take a win. So I really love this home one lineup. See right here, typically I have Bossk taken out on that shot right there. But this is a 2-star boss, so he lasts a little bit longer. Only a little bit. One more turn. Now heal myself up, try to get some banners back here. Of course, he gets another shot off, takes me below health there on one of them. And then we finish him off. So another easy win. Alright, well that fight wraps up. I want to say thank you guys for coming to Fort Morton. I want you to have a happy and safe new year. If you guys have any suggestions for video ideas, put them in the comments, please. Other than that, you'll see right here, it's a clean sweep for Mort. we about doubled his points, and we'll go on to our next opponent, who, after seeing it, looks pretty good. So anyway, thank you guys. You're awesome. Have a great day.
Shut up and sit down.